Attention all the student of fifth sem electrical for estimating, costing and contracting. Today we are starting course outcome number 3, in which we have to take the learning outcome number 7. In this, it is the content given: classify industrial installation as per connected load and sketch the wiring diagram of single phase and 3-phase motor connection. Now this is a simple article related with the industrial wiring of the motor. Normally in industries, motors installed for different type of process, they varies from 5 HP to 15 HP, 20 HP, or even in some cases of industry it may go up to 25 HP. So service connection we have to given to the industry, as I have told you. When an industry have connected load more than 100 HP, then we have to give the HT supply. Means we have to give supply on 11 kV or 33 kV, and a transformer is installed on the premises of the industry, and from where from LT side of 440 volt we run the underground cable to give the supply to the main distribution board of the industry. So here service connection is given in the article, that classify industrial installation as per connected load and sketch the wiring diagram of single phase and 3-phase motor connection. So there are two parts in this particular article. First part is that we have to give the connection to the industry. It is the external work, and when we give connections to the motor, single phase or 3-phase, according to their horsepower rating, then it will be internal work. So diagram of internal work of the motor for single motor connection or double motor connection, that diagram I will provide you in this after this lecture. And what is the theoretical portion we have to cover in this particular article, that first we have to decide the connected load of the industry. It means that whenever industry apply for the service connection to the electricity supply company or MP electricity board, then a sub-engineer rank officer will go to the industry and he will verify the total load of the industry as given in the connection application. Normally in application there is a test report attached by the industry, that we have this much connected load, so that should be verified by the sub-engineer in charge of the area, and he should go, and according to the list given in the application form, the particular engineer will go and verify each load. So this load is include two types of load: light and fan load of the industry, that all load required for lighting inside the industrial yard, and all the machinery load of the industry. So there will be naturally single phase load is also there and 3-phase load is also there. So maximum in the process of industry for production, they are using 3-phase induction motors mostly, except in case of rolling mills, they are using DC motor also for particularly in series motor is required because of high torque is required in rolling mill for rolling of the iron piece. So they can be used the DC supply also, so that AC can be converted into DC by rectifiers, and they can use according to that. And in rolling mill even the load may go to 500 HP sometime. So we are talking about the type of industry in which the mini industries are there, or medium industries are there, and the large industries are there. So in large industries, when the load in megawatt sometime there, then we can go for 132 kV substation. In many industry in Pithampur, they are having a supply from 132 kV substation, and their supply voltage is 33 or 11 kV. Maximum they are taking 33 kV because load is more and transformer rating is also high. So here the connection part of the industry, it is either by 11 kV supply or by 33 kV supply. This supply is given from the existing HT line passing from near area of the industry, and we select the pole, as I have told you, that the nearest pole available to the consumer. So in case of industry, we also follow the same rule, that nearest DP structure is available on which double pole structure is there, so there is isolators are connected. So by isolator we can isolate the feeder of the industry for maintenance work. So in case of industry, the DP structure nearest available to the industry, from where we can tape the 11 kV or 33 kV line for the industry, and the supply is given. So there is a transformer rating which varies from industry's load, and it may be from 25 kVA to 500 kVA in the distribution range. So maximum 500 kVA transformer can be installed for industrial supply, and according to their power factor they can connect maximum 400 kilowatt load in the industry, because normally power factor of the industrial load is also lies between 0.8 to 0.9. So approximately kilowatt loading is come about 400 kilowatt. So this 400 kilowatt load, when we convert into HP, then definitely 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watts. So 1 watt will be equal to 1 upon 746. So you multiply and convert this load into horsepower, and then according to HP rating, that decided the HT connection. So here the external connection, in this a DP structure is there in which a transformer is installed, and this transformer is given supply on 11 kV or 33 kV. So there are different type of equipment which are used on the transformer side also. There is a separate topic of substation in which I will give the detailed estimating of the transformer or the DP structure or pole mounted substation. But today I will discuss the salient feature of a DP structure transformer or the pole mounted substation that is to be installed for the supply to the industry. So in this there are two rail poles are there, or RH joist is there, that is rolled steel joist, RH joist, and on that there are horizontal channels are there. So upper part of the this pole mounted substation, it consists of 3 number of channels at different specification height given according to the clearances between the ground and the location of the equipment. So first at the top we connect the AB switch, that is air brake switch, which can be operated from the ground level with the help of a connecting rod, and this rod or connecting pipe is there which can open and close this AB switch from the ground level. Ground level means up to the height of the person. It is normally 1.5 meter up from the ground, and their handle is locked with the help of lock and key arrangement, and whenever we want to have a shutdown in the industry, then the supply can be cut from that AB switch. So first part of the substation in the service line connection for the industry, that is at the top we connect AB switch, and just below it about 0.6 meter distance, vertical distance lower to the height of ABCB air brake switch, that is I have told you AB switch. So 0.6 meter to 0.9 meter depth height can be taken below the AB switch, and we connect the lightning arrestor. These three lightning arrestors, they are connected for each phase RYB, and lightning arrestor to supply will go to the DO fuse, and this dropout fuse is there, and this dropout fuse is just below the lightning arrestor, and distance is about 1 meter to 1.2 meter from the lightning arrestor down to the earth. And this dropout switch, they are also known as DO fuse. So there is a fuse rating decided according to kVA rating of the transformer. Suppose we are installing a 100 kVA transformer or 11 kV supply, so the DO fuse rating will comes out to be 100 divided by 11, so 9.9 something, this will be the rating of the DO fuse will be there. So in DO fuse we connect the wire of this rating, and then supply is going to the transformer. The below DO fuse, there is a double channel structure is there on which the transformer is kept, and the distance between DO fuse and this, it is also again in terms of meter, either 1 meter, 0.9 meter or 1.1 meter, according to the specification given in the drawing. So transformer primary bushings, they are connected, that is primary bushing means this is HT bushing. In 33 kV transformer they are 33 kV bushing, and in 11 kV transformer they are 11 kV bushing. So from DO fuse we take the supply to all the three bushings of the transformer for R, Y, B phase, and there is a connector is there, that is called bimetallic strip connector, and this is the bimetallic clamps are there. With the help of that we connect the RYB phase from the DO fuse to the transformer primary bushing. Okay, so normally what happen, the bushing of the transformer, they are of course oil filled, and their upper part is connected with porcelain insulator, and they are having a brass terminal. So we are getting a supply from the ACSR conductor, that is of aluminum. So aluminum to brass, there is a change of current density takes place in that particular case. Sometimes brass or copper terminals are used on the bushings, so bimetallic strip or bimetallic clamps are used to connect the transformer bushing from the conductor coming from the DO fuse. So there will be no current density and problem of sparking and the carbonization at the terminal, it can be avoided. So this will be primary bushings when connected with the DO fuse, then the supplies of 11 kV or 33 kV according to the rating of the transformer, it is available on the primary side of the transformer. Now on LT side when we come, then there are four terminals are there in LT side. One is for R phase, another Y phase, and third is B phase, and the fourth terminal is the neutral. The transformer is normally delta star connected, so the secondary is in star, so naturally we have to take this star point as a neutral, and this is grounded. So there are 5 earthing minimum required for the pole mounted substation, 3 earthing for RYB lightning arrestor. For each lightning arrestor they are separately grounded with the structure. In the pole of the structure, near pole of the structure we dig the pits, and in that pits we go for helical coil earthing for the lightning arrestor. So 3 lightning arrestor earthed by separate 3 wires, so 3 earthing required for that. And the 4th earthing, it is the neutral earthing is there, the star point of the secondary winding, it is terminated as a neutral, and this neutral is separately grounded again. and for the fifth one is the body of the transformer, it is to be grounded. So minimum 5 earthing is required in pole mounted substation. So in the LT side we run the 2 earthing, and from HT side we run the 3 earthing from the lightning arrestor. So from LT side earthing we can body earthing of the transformer takes place, and earthing for the neutral is also given as a fourth earthing. So neutral and phase now available at the industrial distribution board from the transformer, in which industry can get all the 4 wires service line to that particular service board or the distribution board of the industry, either in form of cable or in form of overhead line. So normally nowadays most of the industry they are connected with the help of underground cable. So there is a LT distribution box is mounted on the transformer double pole structure, on which there is a bus bar, and MCBs are there, and these MCBs are rated according to the load of the transformer or the kVA rating of the transformer. So if you go for a 100 kVA transformer or a LT side, so LT side voltage is about 440 volt or 400 volt according to the rating design of the transformer secondary. So if you find the MCB rating for the 100 kVA transformer, then you divide this 100 kVA by 400 volt, so you will get about 250 ampere rating MCBs you have to install on the distribution board or the distribution box of the transformer. And here a bus bar is also installed after that MCB, and from this bus bar the number of feeders can be or distributor can be taken to the industry. So this is the complete specification or construction detail of the DP structure transformer to be installed at the industrial end. So this bus bar it may be three phase 4 wire fabrication is there, in which the strip of copper having rating of according to the MCB rating, that is 250 ampere. 250 ampere bus bar of 3-way or 4-way we can use. 4-way when we use, then the 4 distribution line can be given to the industry in the different sector of the industry. And if we are using a 3-way, so there will be 3 distributor will go to the panel of the industrial distribution board. So it is all depends. Normally if the internal distribution of industry is done by the industry itself, then we can have the single feeder from the bus bar and MCB from the distribution board of the transformer, and it is given to the LT distribution system of the industry, and from where the internal distribution done by the industrial peoples or the engineers of the industry, and where the loads are required, according to that they can go either overhead lines they can run. In the large industry, when the workshop is of large size, in that case they can go for the overhead distribution line of aluminum or copper as per their design. And then different machineries located at different places, they are given with the supply from this overhead distribution line. In some industries which are manufacturing some chemical based items, for example in case of pharma industries, there is a use of chemicals are there, some chemical industries are there, fertilizer industries are there. So in that the corrosion can occur due to chemical reaction with the conductor if we use the overhead conductor. So in those type of industry, the supply is given by underground cable, and this cable run in the trenches, and the trench depth is normally 1.5 meter from the surface of the earth, and down it the trench is constructed all around the industry, and in this the cable is run, and there are cable trays are used. If the different number of cable used in the same trench, then with the same cable trench, then the number of trays are installed in the trench, and different cables are run on different trench. So it is easy for the maintenance point of view. When we see that there is a fault in one section of the industry, so we can locate that particular cable which is supply that part of the industry. It is with the help of trench grounding or the trench facility, we can easily find out the particular type of cable which is giving supply to the industry in that particular sector where fault is occur. So maintenance point of view, this trench laying in the cable trench, the tray laying of the cable, different trays are there, so they become easy, they make rather easy to maintain the industrial sectors of the load where the fault is occur. So normally in all type of industries, the distribution is nowadays they have taken by the underground cables, because in overhead type of distribution there is a chances of accidents are more, because bare conductors run from the top of the industry, and when some industry they are use hoist or cranes for shifting of material, then in that case it is there is a chances of accident due to short circuit. So most of the industry they prefer the internal distribution with the help of underground cable. So now for each particular sub distribution line, they are depending upon the location of the motor or machinery. We have to tape from the junction box provided on the cable trench, from where we can take supply to that particular control board of the individual motor. Suppose an industry having the 6 different type of machineries, so all these 6 machineries located at different places. So the main line cable, it is of course running around the industry with the help of underground trench, and at the location of that particular machine we are installing a terminal box or the junction box on the cable trench, and supply is taken in this junction box of the cable, and then from junction box a summons is run up to the control board of that particular machine. Normally suppose a 5 HP motor is there on some machine, so we have to take the 5 HP connection for that particular motor, and it is taped from the junction box. So junction box to the control board of 5 HP motor, you can design the cable requirement according to HP rating of the motor. So if the 5 HP motor is there, then you convert into kilowatt, and according to that simple formula P is equal to root 3 VI cos phi, you can find out the value of I. I is given by kilowatt rating of the motor, that is converted 5 HP into kilowatt by just multiplying factor 746 1 HP equal to, and by that you can convert this kilowatt in HP into kilowatt, and then you find out the current. So current rating whatever come for this 5 HP motor, according to that you select if it is a 3-phase motor, definitely it will be 3-phase. So 3-phase motor, you select a cable of 3.5 core, 3.5 core with particular rating, either 6 square mm or 10 square mm copper you can be used for the better supply. Better supply means if the copper conductor is used, the resistance of copper is less than aluminum, so definitely voltage drop will be less as compared to aluminum cable, and the mechanical strength of the copper cable is also good, so the maintenance problem will also reduce in case of copper cable. So you select a cable of 3.5 core with current rating as you calculated from the formula, and from that value of current rating you go to the chart of the this specification chart is available in the industry, from where you can calculate or the directly get that for this much ampere of current which type of square mm cable is to be used. So square mm of the cable can be find out from the particular table, and then select that particular cable for supply. On control board of the motor, which is taped from the junction box of the cable connection, then you will take a control board that have maximum two component measure. That is, one is the board itself, that is IC board is there, iron plate are there on which the board is mounted. This board of maybe of teak wood, or it may be a metallic board, but normally teak wood board is prefer, because wood is an insulated material, so the chances of spread of the leakage current is minimum on the teak wood. So there are two components installed on that control board. One is the main switch, that main switch rating according to again the rating of the motor. So normally 32 ampere ICTP are used for 5 HP motor, and then you have a star delta starter nearby that particular main switch. So on the board there is a main switch, the supply is coming from the junction box of the terminal of the cable, and it is feed into the first in the main switch, and from main switch the starter is looped, and from starter to the motor then again a connection is gone. So now in this case what happen, up to the starter we use the 3 core cable, 3.5 core cable. The neutral is required for lighting purpose on the board, so you can put one bulb on that, and supply can be given by one phase and neutral. But when you start wiring from starter to the motor terminal, then as we are using a star delta transfer starter, so what happen, 6 wire will run from the starter to the motor terminal, because motor is using we are using a star delta starter. So on star side there will be 3 connections in the motor for star, and 3 connection for the delta. So whenever we start the motor, so in the running condition motor first started in delta, and then after taking the load on the motor it convert into star. So the star delta transformer star delta starter is there, in which connections are automatically changed by the connection leads, that on the starting we put it on delta, and then when the motor start running then it will become star. So this is the arrangement in the industry for each type of motor distribution or machinery distribution, because every machinery they are run with the help of motor. So motor rating, it may varies from 5 HP to 100 HP even, but different type of starters are used according to their rating. Suppose you are going up to 15 HP, then okay, you can use a star delta starter. If the motor is of 50 HP, then you have to go for a auto transformer starter or some other type of starter. The slip ring motor is in there, then also you have to use for that type of starter, which is rotor resistance starters are there. So type of starter decided according to the rating of the motor. But normally in case of small industries where motors are used up to 5 HP, you can go for star delta starter. And the connections diagram which I will provide you for this particular estimate, that is given for 2 rating, either 10 HP motor or 15 HP motor, because up to 15 HP motor we can go for star delta starter. So the diagram of these two types of motor, one single connection for the motor and one for double connection for the motor, I will provide along with this lecture. So the estimate can be prepared again with the help of the diagram given. So in the diagram, whatever details are given with specification, you list out each item in your that pro forma of the estimate, which I have covered in our first lecture of this particular subject, in which I have given the pro forma for the estimate, that is serial number, name of item with specification, their unit, then their quantity, then rate, then amount and remark. So this pro forma you prepare, and whatever in the diagram the material I have specified according to specification and their calculation, you can fill up this pro forma with the help of those two diagrams. I will give one diagram for single motor connection and one diagram I will give for two motor connection. So in single motor connection it will be a 10 HP motor will be there, and two motor connection it will be a 10 HP motor and 15 HP motor, both are there. How distribution takes place, it is I have shown on the surface conduit wiring, which is to be used for the industry. So this is all for the learning outcome number 7, in which he has given the classification of industrial installation. As I have told you, the installation is of HT type, that is either 11 kV supply or 33 kV supply, pole mounted substation you have to install, and the internal distribution by either overhead line or by underground cable, and different motors, they drawing the wiring diagram of single phase motor and three phase motor both. So I will give the diagram for three phase motor. So normally single phase will be, you can easily, if you eliminate two phase, so it will become single phase. So better a diagram of three phase motors I am giving, and normally three phase motors are used maximum in the case of industry. So single phase you can do only run on place of 3.5 core cable, you can run a twin core cable which have a neutral and phase only. So this will become a single phase motor connection. Other specification or the component part, they may be changed according to rating of the motor. Otherwise material will be almost same. On the rating there may be changed according to HP rating. So this is all for today's lecture for this particular outcome number 7, which is now according to the code word. They have given the code number of the branch, code number of the subject, and according to that they are given a course outcome and learning outcome. So it is E01-50331. This is the code number of this particular article which I have discussed today. So this will be, I will provide on the lecture heading, that E01 is the electrical branch, 503 is the code of this subject estimating casting, and 503, and after 31 is there. So third is the learning course outcome number 3, and 1 is the course learning outcome number 1. So this particular digits, this shows the complete detail of that syllabus content. That is E01 branch, 503 is the subject code, and 3 is the course outcome number 3, and 1 is the learning outcome number 1. So it is written as E01-50331. So this will be the code of this particular article. So this is all for today. Thank you very much.